Toastmaster? We have a lot of new members, and Kelly suggested that I go through meeting roles where leaders are made. That's the motto of Toastmasters right here behind me, where leaders are made. Yeah, I suppose if you can give a speech better, you could be a leader. But really, each of the meeting roles really brings out the leader in you. I'm going to bring up our, here we go. It is our agenda for the day. These are the meeting roles right here. Some of these are low-hanging fruit. You look at, well, the president, not calling you a fruit, sergeant at arms, and then you could add the other officers, treasurer, VPE, VP of membership, and oh, VPPR, how could I ever forget? So those are leadership roles, absolutely fantastic. But during the meeting, there are others. The Toastmaster of the meeting, again, kind of low-hanging fruit. The Toastmaster runs the meeting. Well, that's leadership right there. There's a lot to it, though. To be the Toastmaster of the meeting, you need to come up with your theme. I love being Toastmaster because I have so much fun with the theme. You have to bring up the agenda and create the agenda. It's always fun to have some pictures on it, keep with the theme. And you need to make sure that their roles are assigned. That's why that email that comes out usually on Friday that says, hey, everybody, these are the roles that everybody has taken, just as a little reminder, but also sending out this to the membership lets the Toastmaster say, excuse me, but I need, or we need these roles filled. So it's a fantastic way to do that. Something that you might notice on the agenda is the time. There's a time in front of everything, which I didn't pay that much attention to when I first joined. But once I became Toastmaster, oh my goodness, I pay really close attention to that. Here is an amazing management skill, and that's keeping the meeting on track. That's huge. Anybody who's working has been in business meetings that just go on and on. They never end on time. Everybody's bird walking on different subjects, but we don't. We have the times right here, and it's the Toastmaster's job to keep track of the time. Maybe we have time for 10 table topics, maybe 3, maybe none at all. Sometimes other people get we have other stuff going on. So keeping track of that time, a major role for the Toastmaster. Great leadership role. But let's get to the GATE team right here on our agenda. The GATE team, the grammarian. Grammarian? Leadership? Really? No, think about it. You come up with a word, and the word should be something that can be used in conversation. One of the ones that quiddity, some of them were bizarre and esoteric words. Yeah, they're really maybe a little too challenging to use, and some of them can be too simple. But as a leader, if you're getting up at a meeting and stating something, you want to be able to pull in the latest jargon or what something was discussed in the meeting, and it may be words that you're not completely familiar with. So there you go. Grammarian. It's leadership. Plus, you're giving people kudos. You're telling people you did a good job. You said the word, you said the word, you said the word, and then being able to show that you really listened to that really beautiful speech that comes out. The ah counter, the ahs and the ums. It will ruin you for listening to poor speakers, professional speakers who go, right, you know, oh my goodness. It's all I can do from going through and counting them and sending them an email and saying, you said 37 rights. But it also benefits you because you're really starting to notice them, and you'll notice them in your speech. And you are basically standing up and saying, these are things that you need to work on. That's a leader. That's a leader who does it gently and positively and tells you what you need to be working on. Who knew the and counter? The timer. Leadership. Really holding people's feet to the fire. These are your times. That's it. This is when your timing starts. This is when it ends. Of course, you're not kicking them off. However, being able to show everyone where that person is in their speech it's leadership, and doing it gently and kindly. The E of our GATE team is the general evaluator. The general evaluator is a great role, any kind of evaluation. So I'm going to put in speech evaluation and the meeting evaluation right here. Evaluator roles, so important, because you don't realize it, but people throughout life will ask you for an evaluation. How do you think I did? What do you think of this? Whoa, I learned in Toastmasters to say how they completed their objectives, what they can work on, and the things I liked about it. It's the perfect package. It's the perfect sandwich. And when you have this set of tools, you can use that to really help people. For me, it's waiting until I'm asked to start evaluating, but it's still a really good skill. And it's a leadership skill, because if you're a manager, a CEO, or whatever role you have, you need to evaluate people and you want positive results. And Toastmasters, through this leadership training that we're getting, a very subtle leadership training, you'll be able to do this. Now, our speakers, quite obvious, they stand up, they speak with their heart, they hold that place, they're grounded, and they give us the gift of their speech. That's leadership right there. You see, Toastmasters is kind of sneaky. Every single meeting role and officer role is a leadership role. So really, Toastmasters, it's where leaders are made. Thank you.